We are live. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Jessica Daniels. I'm your host. Welcome to the webinar tonight. I have a special guest, a guest trainer. Her name is Rhonda Clark. Say
Hi,
hello.
everybody. Hi.
Rhonda's a rock star. She's a leader also with My Lead System Pro. And stick around tonight because we got a lot of goodies for you to share. I'm going to give you 4 tips on how to become a great role model and to become, to have massive influence in the industry. It's really important to have influence and gain a following and have an audience so that you don't have to really go belly to belly with your business. And it just makes things a lot easier when you have influence, obviously. So we got lots of goodies for you tonight. Stick around to the end because the biggest tip is at the end. So you definitely want to stick around until the end to get that big tip. So let's see who's here. Jennifer Barrington. Hello. How are you? Say hi in the chat. Let's see. Let me enable the chat. Chat. Yeah. So what's going on, Jennifer? Say hi. Where are you calling in from? Looks like we got a couple more. They may be on YouTube watching. I can't see their names. So, all right, let's get started. I know Jennifer said last time when she tries to chat, she gets tossed out. So maybe that's, yeah. You know how that goes. Do you remember my last computer? I used to get tossed out all the time.
Yes, I do.
I hated that. Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, it's happened to me on my phone too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like from when if I would walk outside or something, I'd go from Wi-Fi to data, and then it would bump me off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That happens. Yeah, and now that I've switched to my laptop, the camera is horrible. It's like all yellow in the background.
I think mine is too.
I see you got your Christmas decorations up. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, I told my family to leave me alone. Of course, my daughter was taking a nap. She just woke up right before we started. So.
Yeah. So guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share my screen and we can get into this. I've created some slides. I'm a slide gal. I like creating slides. Let me know if you can see my screen, Rhonda, after I share, please.
Okay.
Everyone. And I better put my glasses on so I can see something because I cannot see a foot in front of my face. It's awful.
I'm the same way. They're on my head.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for them, but they're on my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you see my screen here?
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. So, okay, let me go to present so I can present it to everyone. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Huge warm welcome to you guys. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in the industry for a little over 2 years. And when I first got in the industry, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't know anything about leveraging myself and branding me. I was branding my company. I was one of the people that had a profile. My profile picture was a picture of a candle. I was one of those people, you know, with the Jamberry sticker on my, I was never with Jamberry, but you know, my cover point, my business, my company logo was everywhere on social media. I thought that's what I had to do. I thought, well, how are people gonna know what I'm selling or buy my products if I don't have my company logo everywhere? How is
Exactly.
anybody gonna know? You know, did you think that too, Rhonda, when you first started? You know, like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't spam it everywhere. I mean, I didn't have it as my profile picture or my cover photo, but I did, have pictures and all kinds of stuff in my news feed all the time. Yeah, yeah, totally
yeah,
the same way. That's what they tell us to do.
yep, 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 you're right. And yeah, I thought, well, how is anybody going to know what I sell? But people run from that. They run. It's like you're the salesperson at the store running up to them saying, "Can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? Can I get you this? Can I get you that?" What's the first thing we always say? "I'm okay. I'm just looking." So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just not the thing to do. You need to be branding you, brand yourself, because people join people, not companies. So, yeah, so I struggled for a really long time. You know, I always made it about me. And, I made it about making money. I did everything belly to belly in the hard way. I had no clue what leverage was, what marketing was, how to leverage my time in my business. And it was hard. I almost gave up many, many times. I actually, I did recruit like over 100 people into my first direct sales company. But I tell you, I worked my face off to get those 100 people, and they absolutely did not last at all. I actually, there is still some people left. I'm still with this company, still to this day. And there's about 4 people left out of over 100 personally sponsored people. Now, that's not including the people that my people recruited, because it was like 3 levels. It was 3 tiers, and once you got way up to diamond, then they would add tiers, but it would be like 1% commission on the 5th tier. But still, if you got 1,000 people bringing you in 50 cents, that's $500. So that's cool. But because I felt like I had to convince people and do the belly to belly. I thought I had to be a salesman. I thought I had to be salesy. Um, a lot of people, I closed them hard selling a lot of people. So they really didn't want to do it to begin with. So those kind of people don't last. So like I said, I only have about 4 people left, but them 4 people are the promoters. I don't even promote this company anymore. And I still make commissions off of their efforts. And, if they know what they're doing by now, they don't need me as a sponsor. They already know what they're doing, and they make money. They make me money residually. It just keeps coming in. That's what's so cool about this industry. But the point is I worked my face off for those 4 promoters right there. 4 people out of if I counted their recruits, it would probably be, I don't know, it was close to maybe 400 people, something like that. But 4 people are left. I think, let's see. I think altogether, out of my 4 people, they have some team members too. So there's probably about 7 people left out of the whole thing. But if I had to do that the way I recruited them people for the rest of my life, I would go find a job. I would I would definitely go find a job, because I don't like being salesy. I'm not a salesman. I'm not I'm not pushy. I'm just not that way. So what we teach, Rhonda and I, is we teach attraction marketing. We teach you how to become influential, become a role model, and have people reaching out to you. They're curious about your business. They reach out to you, they're curious about your business, and you don't have to go out and be a salesman. Wouldn't that be awesome if you could you know, if people were filling up your inbox saying, what are you doing? I'm interested. What are you doing? I want to know what you're doing. You know, my best people are the ones that have come to me. So pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
very cool. Okay, so what are you going to get tonight being here? What are you going to get? Well, you're going to get Rhonda's awesome training, and you're going to get, and if you stay and you pay attention to what we're going to teach you tonight, I don't care if you've never made a dime online before. If you implement what we share tonight with you and utilize it on a consistent basis, now consistent is key. You have to be consistent. I promise you that you're going to start making money online. Promise. I know it's a bold statement, but if you implement this stuff, these skills, you will make money. So stick around to the end because, like I said, the biggest tip comes at the end. So if you can continue to master these skills, you got to continue to invest in you incorporated. There will never be a cap on your influence and the money you can make. But you got to stick around to the end and turn off distractions and stick with me. So I might have already told this story in the beginning. I think I did. Yes. When I first started, I thought I had to be a salesman. I thought I had to do hard selling and convincing. The only thing I knew was how to talk to people one-on-one. No leverage, no nothing. And my vibe, people can tell. People can tell if you're, you know, kind of desperate and you are addicted to the outcome. People they can feel that energy instead of coming to them with like a servant heart wanting to help them, because that's what we do. We solve people's problems. We know what people's struggles are out there in the industry. They're struggling with recruiting people. They're struggling with generating leads, and they're struggling with online marketing tactics. They think that they have to pitch people, and they think that they have to have their products all over the place. And that's not what you need to do. You have people that are, oh my God, it's so amazing. It's a ground floor opportunity. The money potential is no limit. You would do so good at this, blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing home parties, I've done home parties, and, I've had some parties where only one or two people showed up and they were people in my family,
Right.
or I would end up having strangers in my house, and oh my God, God forbid, I had to keep my house clean. Who wants to keep the house clean? No, I'm just kidding, but really, I had to tidy up the house because people were coming over, and it had to put on a show, had to stand up and present, and who knows if you were going to make any money or not. So I didn't like doing that. I just did not like doing it. So, and then I turned to online. I started to do online parties, and that was hell too, because I would work so hard on making up games for people to play online. And people would just show up to win the free gifts that I was giving away, and they wouldn't order anything. And I would work my tail off making a welcome video, creating the games, posting for a week. We would do parties, like a week-long parties. And, I might get one or two orders sometimes no orders, but I would still have to send out free gifts to the host and things like that. And it sucked. It totally sucked, So I knew there had to be a better way. So that's what I did. It was time to get some real training, to get some online marketing training and do what the real online marketers, what they are doing and how they are becoming 6 and 7 figure earners. You know, I'm not a 6-figure earner yet, but I promise you I will be. And I just continue to improve. I'm L2 with My Lead System Pro, which is a leadership rank. And I'm climbing towards L3. I'll be L3. I want to do it by February. I want to be L3 by February. And these ranks really mean a lot because you get exposure to your brand, your personal brand, like crazy. You know, you get more influence. People look up to you once they see that you're an L2, L3, L4, L5, L6. People look up to you, and My Lead System Pro exposes you. They start putting you on their webinars. They start having you host webinars and doing the wake-up calls. And that gets massive exposure to your brand. I don't know of any other company that does that, that really exposes your brand, your personal brand, you know, and they don't push you to promote My Lead System Pro. They expose you. It's an exposure agent. You know, you can't go wrong with that. So cool. So not only are you getting trained to become a professional marketer online, you get exposure to your brand. You get upfront commissions for teaching others how to explode their brand, all while you're getting more duplication in your MLM. You can't go wrong. So cool. So I struggled like this until I decided to get a coach and a mentor, which is My Lead System Pro, because all of the leaders within My Lead System Pro are actually your sponsor. It's not like in an MLM when your sponsor is actually your only sponsor, your only coach, pretty much, you know. We get to leverage all the leaders within the system, which is really, really cool. And it makes a big difference in your results. So I struggled until I decided to get training, until I decided to use a system, and till I decided I wanted freedom. And when I decided to really, really get serious and give this to my all, that's when the shift came. The shift really came for me at that point when I really decided I wanted to really do this. I wanted to leverage, and you can get the leverage that you for your time freedom. Most people, they have the employee mindset and they think that they're trading their time for dollars. Well, in this industry, it doesn't work that way. I mean, your time matters, what you put in matters, in your skills, but it's really your skills and your influence. And that's what we're going to teach you here tonight, is how to influence, how to really give influence online. And once you do that, you're going to gain a following. And it doesn't matter what business, what company you're in, people are going to want to work with you. They're going to want to join you. And that's what it's all about, attraction marketing. So let's get into it, how to have influence. So you would not be here if you didn't care about your future and influencing people around you in a positive way. I know you want to leave a legacy, leave your mark on the world, right? You want to contribute something significant. You want to leave a dent. You want your family and friends to look up to you and learn from you, or you wouldn't even be involved in network marketing. You want something bigger for yourself. You wouldn't even be here. So kudos for that. Kudos for being here, number one, because you're not normal. Entrepreneurs are far from normal. Right, Rhonda?
Absolutely.
We are not normal. We're crazy people.
To say the least.
Yeah, Rhonda's the biggest nut of them all. No, I'm just kidding.
You're about to find out in August.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't wait for our company event. So awesome. Heck yeah. So yeah, so kudos to you for not being normal because you want to go against the grain. You want something more in your life. You don't want mediocrity, because you're worth more than that. We're worth more than an hourly wage. We just are. All of us. We are. We have more. You have so much potential in your mind, so much. If you really knew how much you had to give in your mind, it would scare you. The facts are we only use like 9% of our mind or something like that, some crazy number like that, some minute, tiny, tiny number. Isn't that crazy?
It's true.
Yeah, it's crazy. We only, if we knew what we really could do, and a lot of people are, I don't want to say lazy, but they just don't want to put forth. People, they get comfortable, and comfort is your enemy. You don't want to be comfortable. You want to continue to stretch and grow and gain new skills. So excuse me. So let's move on and do this. I want to give Rhonda time to give us her nuggets too. So number one, to gain influence, to become a great role model, really be there for people. And I mean really be there. People don't, I forget who said this. I heard it from Brendan Burchard, but he quotes, I think, Abraham Lincoln. People don't want our presence, they want our presence. They don't want our gifts, our presents. They want our presence. They want us to be there for them. Our family, your kids, your parents, your husbands, your wives, your friends, your prospects, your team members. So really be there for people. Listen intently. Give full, undivided attention. Care about their vision, their dreams. And you learn about what their visions and their dreams are by asking the right questions and then listening. And even take note. I take notes on the people I talk to. As a matter of fact, we have software within My Lead System Pro. It's called Customer Relationship Manager. It's called the CRM. And we can take notes on our prospects, which is great for follow-up. We can even send out emails right there from the tool itself. You can make notes of their telephone number, their email address, the things that they told you, how many kids they have, what their vision is, what their dreams are, what their goals are, and anything you want, right? And then when you follow up with them a month or two later, and you mention that, say you say, hey, Jennifer, how have you been or whatever? I'm following up with you. Hey, did your daughter have a good time at the dance? I remember a couple months ago she was going to her homecoming dance. People are going to be floored that you remember something that personal about them, and they are going to love you. I mean, they are going to love you. They're going to be like, oh my God, this person actually, cares. And that's so important for influence. It's going to give you influence. It's going to make people really, really love you. And most people do not buy on their first exposure or their first anything. That's why follow up, building a list, and having a good relationship with your list is so crucial in marketing. So people are usually half-hearted, lacking full presence, in a distracted mode, and they're not really there emotionally, spiritually, and available to people, especially today. I mean, you go out to dinner with people, you cannot tell me that everybody at the tables faces are not in their smartphones. If you go to the mall and look around, everybody's face is in their phone. Everybody. It's like you don't have real conversations with people these days. It's
I don't
not.
I don't let my kids have their cell phone table at the dinner table at all.
That's awesome, Rhonda. Oh my God, that's so awesome.
See, what happens is she stopped eating dinner with us recently.
That's so funny. Like, whatever. If you're not
I knew
gonna
she
let
was
me
gonna.
use my phone, I just
know,
stopped
right?
eating dinner with you.
Yeah, it's my daughter.
Fine, I just won't eat dinner with you.
That's the way it's been. It's been awful. I'm like, dude, I made you dinner. I'm not hungry. Fine. And tonight she didn't eat dinner with us. She's out here eating now.
All right. Don't you know her friends and her phone are more important?
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. Go figure.
Funny.
Yep.
So yeah, so you got to be there to be a good role model. I've worked on this a lot over the last couple years, and a lot of times I haven't been consistent a lot of the time in the past, and it's so important to be consistent and really be there for people. So, yeah, you got to be there too. If you really want to be a role model for people, you got to be there. And even if it's with videos, like with videos, that is leverage right there. Because you can use your videos for years and years to come. For instance, like this webinar that we're doing right now, me and Rhonda will cut this up in chunks and use it as content. We can cut it up. She can cut up some, like, her parts or whatever she wants, use it for blog posts, put it on YouTube, and that content is going to be on the World Wide Web for years. And she can still generate leads from it, throw a capture page in front of it, whatever. And so can I. So doing content around solving people's problems is the way to go, and that is what you call leverage. That is the most powerful way to really leverage your business and leverage the internet. And you got to be consistent, because a lot of people think, okay, well, I've put 2 or 3 videos out there. Why am I not getting any response? Because you're
do it every day.
Exactly, because you're not being consistent. You got to do it all the time, every day. There's people out there that have over 800 videos. Do you know Linda Bamba?
Yep.
That woman has got like 1,000 videos on YouTube.
She just had her account shut down.
Oh, really?
She got it opened back up, but yeah, she was really mad the other week. Yeah.
Oh my
And
God,
she was really promoting the blog thing then. This is really why you need a blog. I have 800 videos and I can't use any of them.
Oh man.
Yeah. My ad account got shut down the other week and I was freaking out. It got fixed, but I know how she felt,
You got it back?
I did. Yeah. Like 2 days later. Yep.
How did you do that?
I told him I thought they made a mistake.
You are lucky, girl, because I could not get mine back. So you know what I did?
No, what?
Gave someone that I trust really well that has a Facebook account. I gave my uncle, actually. I'd use his Facebook account. I make him an admin for my page. He's in administration for my page. I give him access. And they recommend doing that anyway, in case something happens to your account. You can always get in from your friend's account,
Right.
But then I do ads through his account for my page.
Right.
which makes it's a pain in the neck because I have to I got to log out of my account, log into his account, go over, but I mean, it's better than, because you know what I was going to do? I was going to create a whole new page, and I already had over 1,000 fans,
Yeah, that's the awesome part.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I sure didn't want to do that, so yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky because most people don't get it back once they lose it.
I didn't do anything wrong. I really didn't.
I know
I've been it's stupid.
I know.
AdWords shut me down last week too. I got that back too.
Wow. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Showing some leg or what? I'm just kidding.
No. If it was that simple, I would understand. But
Right.
no. They told me I was making claims on my blog. I was like, that's 100% untrue. So I chatted with a guy live chat, and he went over and looked at my blog, and he's like, you're right. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Because I have disclaimers and everything else on there.
Yeah.
And he said, give us a couple of days for them to review it. I don't see anything wrong with it. And they gave it back. And basically that's what Facebook said too. So somebody had something up their butt that day. And maybe it was a test of the universe of how I would handle it. I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, because
that's the only thing I could think of.
Facebook is extremely picky though. Like they hate network marketing. They hate
I know.
they call it a get rich quick scheme, and I mean, give me a break. But yeah, they hate it. So all right, so let's move on. Let's see. Okay, so you got to be there to be a role model. It's easy to go through the motions, but to truly be there makes a huge difference. Okay, so I already said today is almost a joke. You go out to dinner and everyone's faces are in their phones. And so think about a great role model, like someone that you grew up with, like maybe a grandparent or even a parent or uncle or whatever, teacher. And I bet they were really connected with you when you talked to them. They really listened intently, and they really gave you their undivided attention. So that's, have awareness in every moment. It really makes a big difference when you're talking to people. So consistently be there for people. You have to show up for people daily, create content daily, shoot a video daily, be consistent. Would you go to a job interview and say, oh, I'm overwhelmed, I'm confused, I get overwhelmed really easily, and I get confused, and I don't really know if I can do this, and I'm shy, and I'm embarrassed to get on video, and I don't, would you do that? No, you wouldn't go to a job interview and say them things. But in this industry, that's what people do. They say, I'm overwhelmed, I'm confused, I don't know where to start. Where do you find people to talk to? What do I do? I can't, nobody wants to buy my products. I can't find people that want to pay this kind of money for my products, and they're too expensive, and my town is saturated, and blah, 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 blah. Oh my goodness. You got to stop with the excuses and all that, and be positive and be consistent, create content, think about what your struggles are, get the training on what you're struggling with, and a great fix for that is My Lead System Pro, number one, and then create content teaching people the stuff that you learn. And that's how you're going to get people attracted to you. They're going to follow you, and they are going to love you. But you got to do it on a consistent basis. So you want to make your mark on the world, you got to show up consistently. And I did. I struggled with showing up consistently because it's easy to do. If you're in full-time in your business, full-time. I'm full-time. I don't go to a job at all. I wake up every morning at home, stay home. I'm home all day to build my business if I want. So it's easy for me to say, I don't feel like doing anything. After this show, I'll do something. I'm not. It's easy for me to do. So I did that a lot. I did. And I had to stop that. I had to stop that. You know, if it was up to me, I would not pay for cable. The only reason I pay for cable is because my uncle, I take care of my mentally disabled uncle, and I have to, and he likes his football and he likes his, I have to, you know, otherwise I would not. I wouldn't be paying for who I pay for Netflix and Hulu Plus or whatever. I wouldn't be paying for at least one of those. Hulu, I want to cut so bad, but my uncle won't let me. You know?
Yeah, I do. Sadly.
Yeah. So, yeah, quit watching TV and build your business. Gain some skills. Gain some skills, get the training you need. You can't just come into this industry and just, you know, not get training. You have to. You just got to. If you're serious. And if you're here watching this webinar, I think you're serious. I do. So okay, so this is the third. No, this is the second one. There's 4 of them. Okay, so project positive energy to the world. You got to be positive. Most people are negative. Most people bellyache and complain about their jobs. Most people hate Mondays. Most people, I used to be the person that said, life sucks and then you die. I used to be that person. I was.
I used to say that too. When I was like 20, I did. I said that too.
I said that for years. And I wholeheartedly believed it. I wholeheartedly believed that I was meant to live a mediocrity life. I was meant to be poor. I was meant to be in poverty. I was meant to not be anything in the world. And I truly believed that life sucked. Life happened to me and I had no control over it. This is what I thought. And this is what most people think. And it is so wrong. It is so freaking wrong to think that. Because where you're at today, whatever's happened in your life, I know there's some things that you can't, you know, you're born into certain parents and you can't control that. But the past is the past, and you've got, it doesn't matter where you've been, what you've been through. I've had a rough upbringing, you know, but I don't look at that. I know where I'm going, and my past has no bearing on where I'm going, what I deserve, and my worth in this world. And same with you. You are here for a reason. You're here to make a mark on the world. You're here to really, really help other people. That's what you're here for. No matter what way you do it, whether you do it with network marketing or whatever you do, you're here to leave a mark. And it's so true. It's so true. So even in bad situations, comb through and weed out the bad and find the good in whatever it is and then magnify that. Like, for instance, okay, I lost my husband and I lost my mom only a couple months later. They were both young. It was both unexpected. As a matter of fact, me and my husband got married, and only 6 months after our wedding, he died. Only 6 months later, I buried him in the same tuxedo that he got married in. I buried him. Now that, honestly, I thought I was going to die. I didn't think I could move on without the two most important people in my life. But not only did I survive that, but I grew from it. I literally grew from that horrible thing that happened to me. I grew from it because I've become fiercely independent now. I'm independent. I'm completely independent. I counted on my husband's income. That's what took care of me. And when he died, I had to, I lost everything. I lost the car, I lost the house, everything, because we were only married for 6 months. So I didn't get any survivor benefits, nothing. As a matter of fact, the life insurance was a couple weeks too early before 2 years came up, and we only got back what we paid in instead of like 25 grand. So I didn't get anything. I would give my right leg for him to be back in this world today. But my point is that I had no choice. I had to do something to make money. And because I didn't have a car, I didn't have nothing, I said, heck, I can try to make money from home. So I have become full-time. I make a full-time income from the comfort of my home, from my laptop. And I've become very independent. And I'm thankful for that. So there's the positive out of what happened. And I try to find the positive in every single thing that happens, no matter what. And then people follow people that are going somewhere. People follow people with grand visions. People don't follow people that complain and that whine about everything and have the victim mentality. And people don't follow people like that. If you want to be a good role model, you need to be the leader. You need to be the positive one. You need to show people the positive in everything. So there are a lot of haters out there, bitter people and upset people in the world. But your job, if you want to be a role model and win in life and in this industry, is to tease out the positive things that are happening, even the bad things, and magnify what is good. You can find some good in everything. It doesn't mean there's no negative, but learn to tease out the positive side of it. Kind of like the cup half empty or half full. A lot of people speak ill of their jobs and speak negatively. Now, those are not the role models in this world. It's not to say that we don't see the negative, but we can see the good and the positive in every situation, and then amplify that, and then it snowballs into positive down the line. That's what it does. So exude positive energy to people. When walking past someone, say in your mind, I got this from Brendan Burchard, I love him. When walking past someone, say in your mind, I wish you joy, happiness, abundance, and health. You don't have to say it out loud, but they will get that energy from you. If I'm at a restaurant or something, I'll think that in my head about my waitress. I wish you joy and happiness in abundance. And I can't help but to smile at her or him, and I truly believe that. And they feel my positive intentions. So have positive intention towards all people and positive vibes about the world that you're living in. It's contagious. It's really contagious. Okay, so number 3. So number 3, help other people discover their truths. You do this by asking questions. When you're talking to people, ask questions, even in your videos, even in your blog posts, in your content, on your status updates. Start with a question. Ask a question to get people engaged, and then people are going to discover things about themselves that they didn't even know. And I didn't learn this by asking people questions. I learned this by great leaders in the industry asking me questions. And I'll never forget, there's a guy, he's in Empower Network. His name is Skinner. Is it Robert Skinner? Rob Skinner. His wife is Kimberly Skinner. They're $1 million earners in the industry, and me and him were having a private conversation. And the questions that he was asking me really, really made me open up to him like no other. Like I've never opened up to somebody like I was with him, and I didn't even know him. But he was asking me the right questions. And it made me discover things about myself that I didn't even realize. That's influence. That is influence. So I started asking people the same type of questions, and I noticed a huge difference. People started really opening up to me, and they appreciate it. You know, they say, thank you for, you know, this conversation. That was awesome, you know, and you know, so help other people discover their truths and their meaning, and they're going to love you for it. And it's going to create a lot of influence. You're going to be a great role model to those people. So ask questions always to engage. It helps them open up and think more about what they truly want in life. You know, be truly interested. What is it that you really want? Well, you know, what's truly important to you? This opens up so much, you know, and never focus on yourself. I used to be so bad. I would think, I want this person in my business. I want a commission. I want to, you know, I need to recruit this person. But it's not about you. It's about helping other people. And the law of attraction says that it's going to come back to you. You know, no matter how long it takes, just don't ever quit. You know, it's going to come back to you, and it's going to pour down on you. And when you hit that breakthrough, you're not going to be able to stop it from happening. It's going to crash down. And so just don't ever give up. Continue investing in yourself. Oh my God, I cannot stress that enough. Continue, and don't just be that student that sits back and takes notes but doesn't take any action. I had that disease before too.
Yep, I think we all have.
I had that disease for a long time. I just went to a bunch of trainings and you know, didn't do anything with it. So it's not going to stick. If you're not doing something with it, it doesn't stick. You lose it. You got to implement. So yeah, so let's see. So we're almost to the last one. Oh my gosh, it's 10 minutes before. Rhonda, I want to give you time to give us some nuggets too. So here we go. Fourth and final. This is the most important. Just get it done. Succeed. You want people, you want to influence people, you want to be a great role model. Succeed. Become successful. That's the biggest one. If you become successful, other people are going to see it. They're going to see it and they're going to follow. As simple as that. You know, you'll be a great role model that way. Get it done. People will see you accomplishing your goals, winning your freedom, and achieving your dreams. They will see you rise from adversity, rise from mediocrity. People will see you as a committed, dedicated, and they can't help but to be inspired by you. And make sure you share your struggles. Once you overcome your struggles, you got to share them because people can resonate with that. And then you can say, but look what I have overcome. Look at what I've overcome. And if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So step out of your comfort. This is where your grand adventure awaits. It does. Get out of where our natural human is survival. So being careful and trying to stay safe and playing it safe and staying in our comfort zone is human nature. We can't help it. So you have to forcefully and consciously step out of that comfort, get uncomfortable, because you have a grand adventure waiting for you. Your life is waiting for you when you step out of when you consistently step out of your comfort zone and get uncomfortable until you're comfortable, and then get more uncomfortable until you're comfortable, then get uncomfortable again.
Yep.
So stop living as mice when we have the heart of a lion. Keep fighting for your dreams. The world needs to see more people fighting for freedom. Boom. So yeah, that's it. That's all I
Okay.
got.
That's all you got. Well, I just want to add what you said. When you take the dollar sign out of it and just start helping people, that's when it all starts coming back to you, truthfully.
Yes.
You know, and everyone says that, and it's totally true, because that's when I took the dollar sign out, that's when people started to listen to me. Like when I gave up and was like, I don't even care if I make money anymore. That's when I got my first sign up. Go figure.
Yes. Totally.
But yeah, I was going to talk about mindset since the deep abysses tonight.
Oh, the
I
deep
was
abyss. Yes, it starts at 8 or 9.
9.
9 o'clock. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so we got a
Yeah.
little while.
Yeah, it is not. It's 9, right? That's what I've been posting all day. I hope it's
I'm
9.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 9.
That's funny. Oh, well. Well, Jen had to go, she says, so we'll
I
just
see
let her
that.
watch later. Yeah,
Bye,
I was just going to
Jennifer.
say, yeah, bye, hon. I was just going to talk about mindset and how important it is. Actually, most businesses fail because people fail to work on their mindset. 90% of your business success is with mindset, and 10% is action. So I just want to say that I've been working on my mindset for over a year now, and my life has totally changed. It's totally different. I'm not the same person I used to be, and I don't want to be the other person that I used to be. So with that said, what does mindset mean? Mindset defined is a set of beliefs or a way of thinking that determines one's behavior, outlook, and mental attitude. So just to touch on some points that you were saying, Jess, yeah, you can't go into a job interview and complain that you can't work the cash register because your back hurts or your knee hurts or you have to sit down for half the day. You're not going to get hired. Just like the people whining on Facebook and all these other places. I can't get customers. Nobody wants to buy my stuff. You know, like seriously? So they're not going to want to buy your stuff because you're acting like a whiner, you know? Right. So basically, if you think about it, like animals act out in the wild. An animal that's born not well is always left not to prosper with the pack or the tribe or whatever. It's basically the same thing in business. If you're going to be negative and whining and not consistent, nothing's going to work for you. So with that said, everyone has troubles, everyone has doubts. Even the most successful people out there, they just don't put it out there for everybody to read and to listen to. Keep it to yourself, maybe your husband, maybe your girlfriend, whatever. You just don't need to tell everybody. So going into that, the deep abysses tonight. So if you want to get your mind right, come on over and hang with Jess and I, because we'll be there. How was that for a quick one?
Yeah. Yes, I can't wait. I've
It's
had
going to be good.
so many breakthroughs with the deep abyss.
Me too.
You
Me
know,
too. That's great.
it's powerful, really powerful stuff. It's really deep mindset stuff. And like Rhonda was saying, you really have to have that deep mindset, you know, you got to, because I used to have a fear of success. That's a real thing. It's
Yeah,
a
it is.
real thing. A lot of people will say, huh? A fear of success? Why would you have that? Well, I think it's because,
In your
um,
head.
yeah, and you think that you're going to have a lot more responsibility, and that kind of scares you, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, I used to kind of fear um success, which is crazy. That's,
A lot of people do.
yeah, it's real. It's a real
Mhm.
thing. So, but that's what's so cool about this industry too, is you can, the leverage, and once you taste that residual and passive income, you'll never want to work again. You'll never want to work a job again, right?
Real.
Yeah, because I have money that just rolls in every couple of weeks, whether I roll out of bed or roll over in bed in the morning. And that's cool. That's really cool, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
So it's worth learning the skills and getting the mindset right. It's really, really worth it. And yeah, like Rhonda was saying, the Deep Abyss is only $25. It's $24, and it's awesome. Actually, if you are Rhonda's guest, make sure you get with her about the Deep Abyss, and she will hook you up with what to do and the link. But if you're my guest, when I end the webinar, you're going to be redirected to the Deep Abyss sales page, and you can read all about it. But if you're here as a guest of Rhonda's, don't buy it from that page. Go to her so she gets credit for that. Okay. But yeah, you'll be redirected after. But it's an inner circle. It's invite only. You're really special if we invite you. You're a special person, because it's an inner circle of us cool people. It's not for whiners and complainers and excuse makers, right?
Exactly.
It's for people that really want to change in their business and in life. It's deep. It's good stuff. A lot of breakthroughs, a lot of tears. There's been weeks where people have cried, and because Diane Hawkman is awesome. She's the teacher of the Deep Abyss, and she's the #1 affiliate in My Lead System Pro. She's been the #1 affiliate in her primary business, and she's got over 16 years under her belt of wisdom. And she is a very wise woman, not only in business, but in spirituality,
Life.
in life.
In everything.
She's wise. She's like the wise owl,
Were
like,
you on the webinar last night? That was last night, right? Wednesday night.
yeah,
Were you on that when Jillian was on?
yeah,
Isn't she just the best?
yeah,
Like, she's gotten all of Diane's wisdom, and she's 22.
yeah. It's awesome.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I wish I had all that at 22.
Oh my God, tell me about it. Me too.
We'd be so much farther now.
Yeah, I was working in a factory at 22. Well,
So was I.
you were in a factory?
A pillow factory. Yeah, for
Oh my
real.
God. Wow, yeah, because I'm in Detroit. It's the auto industry, and we had all the auto companies and the suppliers. So I was in a factory, and I moved up too. At first, I was on the production line, which is monotonous. I mean, so monotonous. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again for
Day
8, 9,
long.
10 hours. Monotonous. I mean, I would go home and take a shower. When I'd close my eyes, I could still see the parts in my head, because I did it for so many hours. Yeah. So I hated it. I hated it, but it was job stability. It was great pay. We had dental and medical and um,
Mhm.
retirement and all this because it was the big three, Chrysler, Ford, and GM. But I hated production and the monotony of it. So I moved up. Any job listing that took me out of production, I was signing up for it. So I ended up being a quality control inspector and a final doc auditor. Before parts were shipped out to the auto companies, they had to have my signature, my stamp of approval, you know. So I did that for several years, and then I did taxes. My mom was I still do taxes for friends and family, but and I was in accounting and stuff like that. But a job is not. I'm not a job person. I
Mm.
can't. I've always been a leader type. I've always been never been a follower. People have always, I've always been like like the one that created the new hairstyle and everybody followed it. I'm serious. Or a new trend. Like I used to peg the bottom of my pants. Like I would buy corduroys from the thrift stores and I would cut them up each side way up, and then I'd put like a funky pattern in there and make
Yeah.
them into bell bottoms like huge. And then everybody was doing it.
Yeah,
I
I remember that.
was the first person with my nose pierced in school, and then everybody started. I was always the leader. Whenever I did anything, it was, everybody always followed me. So I'm really meant to, I feel like I'm kind of meant for this industry because I've always been the leader type. I've never been a follower.
Right.
I mean, of course, I follow the big dogs in the industry because I want to up my
Right.
game and up my skills. But, you
Right.
know, yeah.
It's the same way. Even when I'm still at work, and I'm the primary nurse there, and I have to do everything. Like if something is out of stock, it's my fault. If something's not stocked, it's my fault. If something's not there, it's my. Why is it my fault? There's two other nurses here. Hello, you know the office number.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's because you are a leader. You're the leader type. You know what I mean? And they recognize that in you. They recognize that, so they come to who? Rhonda.
It's annoying, but yeah, you're right. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, especially since I went part-time. It's gotten worse. It's like, wah, 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 wah. So, yeah, I can't wait to just not do it anymore,
Yeah.
be full-time.
Congratulations, by the way, for going part-time. That is so awesome.
That was a big decision. That was a big decision. Sometimes
I can
I
imagine.
still, when I went out to Arizona to that event, I don't get paid when I don't work because I work for a nursing agency. So I didn't get paid to go out there. I won't get paid when I'm not working when we go in August. I won't get paid. So if I don't have anything,
By August, you're going to be out of there anyway.
I hope. Yeah, yes. Um,
That's a long time from now. You can accomplish a whole lot from now.
I am going to. I have so many people lined up that are definitely doing this, that are following me everywhere and liking everything I do and everything, and are seriously, they're just in a bind right now because of Christmas and time, and they
Right.
don't want to get into something that they can't envelop themselves into because of the holidays. And I totally get that.
Yeah, I
Just
have
like I
a
told
few that.
you, I wasn't doing anything until after vacation, and I didn't do anything until like right before I went on vacation or something like that. Isn't that what I told you? And then I ended up doing it like a month before I told you I was going to do it.
Yeah, do what?
Join
Go.
MLSP. Join
Oh, yeah,
MLSP.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've got several people lined up that are extremely interested.
Yep.
So it's going to happen. It's going to definitely happen.
Yeah, it is. I know it is. I know
So,
it's going to come crashing down on you like a waterfall that you can't stop. I know it will. Same with me
yeah,
too. Like I'm L2 and almost, not almost L3, but
that's
but
awesome though.
yeah, I'm working towards L3 for sure. I want to be L3 by February. I think I can do
Cool.
it. Because I got several people saying the same thing
Yeah,
after Christmas.
right. Yeah, and it's just too much activity right now. There's Christmas parties, there's kids activities, there's oh my gosh, when my kids were younger, it was like go 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 go. You've got so many kids programs, and then they were in Girl Scouts, and you had Girl Scout stuff, and oh my gosh, it was endless. And then the company Christmas parties and all this other stuff, and it was just so busy, you know?
Sounds exhausting.
It is exhausting, and I
I
totally
know.
feel for these women who are telling me these stories because I get it. It's like, yeah, I know, I totally get it. Don't do the 10-day trial until after Christmas because you're going to waste it, you
Yeah.
know? It's like,
You know
I'm not
what's
going to tell them
funny?
to buy something that they don't have time to use.
Right. I know
What?
it. But you know what's funny is I can tell when someone is full of it. Like, there was this girl that she was telling me that she was going to join next week. And I was like, what? I said, what is there to wait? Why the wait? I mean, you could have 3 people in by next week. Why wait? And oh, I know what it was. It was when Sites first came out, and she was setting up a blog, and she was using free hosting, and no lead magnets, no anything. And that drives me crazy when I see people have a blog that no one's ever going to see it because you're using free hosting. So Google is not going to favor it at all. And you're wasting your time if you're not generating leads from your blog. You're totally wasting your time. The only people that are going to see it is like the people that when you share it on social media. And if
Right.
you don't have an audience and influence, what good is that going to do? You got to have lead magnets on your blog. But anyway, and it makes it so much easier with Sites
Oh,
because
absolutely.
because we have the call to action, the
Mhm.
MLSP call to actions, that makes
Yeah.
it, people want that stuff and they opt in for it. So you're generating leads. But
That's my selling point nowadays. That's how I've been getting people to come to me. They've been saying, I see you've started a blog. I've been thinking about doing that. I was like, really? How are you going to do it? And we start talking about it. And I was like, you really should. We need to talk.
yeah, get them
Yeah,
on the
we need to
phone.
talk. Yeah, I do. I do. I do.
Yeah.
And I've got 3 people lined up. The one I'm wondering if she's really serious. Sorry, my pants are starting to stick here. One I'm starting to wonder if she's serious because she signed up for the webinar last night. And then I noticed she was like, oh, there's this fabulous call going on if you've ever wanted to join me. And I'm like, really, you should really be on this webinar right now, Chicky. Because that was a good one.
Oh, I hate that.
Well, I don't know what she's doing, but I know I have 2 out of 3 serious people. I do know that.
That's not,
So, you know, and it's some other ones that are watching. I know they're watching because they're always watching and they're inquiring. But, you know, when I open up my schedule again, they'll be the ones I talk to because I do that. I usually try to line up phone calls with people so that they're expecting my phone call so that I don't get I'm busy or whatever. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So that seems to work for me, and that's what I do. And whenever I have time to open up my schedule, that's all the people that have joined me or are going to join me is people I've talked to on the phone.
yeah.
You have to
I
pick up
ask
the phone.
questions. When I get them on the phone, I drill them with questions. I
Yeah, me
find
too.
what, yeah, I
Yeah, I
find
learned
out
that from
where
you.
their pain is. And then I
Yeah,
say, well, guess what? What if I could show you a way to where you don't have to worry about that? You don't have to, boom.
yep,
They can't say no.
exactly. Yep, that's the truth. Good
But this
stuff. Good
girl I
stuff.
was telling you about, she was starting up this blog, and she was in my blogging course thing, and she was saying that she was going to join next week, and she was doing her blog, setting up her blog, and I said, well, why the wait? You could have sites right now. And she said, well, yeah, I'll take advantage of all that next week. And I said, listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. Typically, when someone says that they're going to join next week, they find a way to talk themselves out of it, which
Mhm.
is so true. I could tell she was full of crap. Like,
Right.
don't tell somebody you're going to join and then not join. You know what I mean? Like, just say no, or you're not sure. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
I respect the no. Just tell me no. Just say
I'd
no.
rather have a no. Yes, I would rather just have a no than someone leading it on. But that's what she did. And now today, I haven't heard from her at all. It's full of crap. I knew she was from the beginning. I want to call her out on it too. I want to say, do you know that from the time you said that to me, I knew you were full of shit? I want to say that to her so bad.
I know what you mean.
And then she'd probably come back and say, no, I really meant it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what she'd say too. No, I really meant it. I really did. Oh,
Well, I'm going to get off here now. That was fun. That was so much fun. Thank you for all of your nuggets that you
yeah, it
gave
was
out
fun. Thank
today.
you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, we got to do it again. And I want to come to the blab next time you do a blab
Okay.
for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. It's every Wednesday at 12 o'clock.
Every Wednesday at 12 noon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool. And I do these every Thursday at 7. So,
Well, we're
um,
good.
yeah, it makes it kind of hard sometimes, like on the Deep Abyss week, but we can get people to come to the Deep Abyss through.
Exactly. I thought it was a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So remember, I'm going to forward you to the Deep Abyss, and if you are Rhonda's guest, make sure you go to her about the Deep Abyss. So signing off. We'll see you in about 45 minutes.
See ya.
Bye.